Hi, everyone. Welcome to Here for the Health of It. We have a great show today. We have Susan Bartley, who's the owner of Studieaux Heaux, Heaux, and it is a fitness, pole dancing, twerking, and aerial fitness studio. We get into all things aerial fitness. We talk about who goes there, what it's like. We get into a variety of different topics around the whole fitness industry in this category. And I hope you enjoy. If you're listening to this with your children in the vehicle, maybe switch to a different one and come back to this one later. Thanks for listening.
This episode is brought to you by our sponsor, Warren and Dillon, the Midland's trusted personal injury lawyers. Here's some great advice from our sponsor.
Hey there, Brett Warren with Warren and Dillon. I wanted to talk to you today about some of the biggest mistakes you can make when it comes to dealing with insurance companies. I think one of them is giving a recorded statement to the insurance company. The problem is that the insurance companies, they're doing these recorded statements to help their case and to hurt yours. And so they're going to ask some sneaky questions that are designed to hurt your case. One quick example, they'll ask how many feet away you were from the other car when you first noticed them. Nobody really knows the answer to that. But what they're going to do is they're going to say, hey, you should have noticed that other car, and now you're 20% at fault. So do yourself a favor, just don't do it or talk to a lawyer first. Trusted advice, proven results, Warren and Dillon.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Here for the Health of It podcast. We have a great show today. We are covering a topic I never thought that I would discuss, but here we are. We have Susan Bartley, who is the owner of Studieaux Heaux.
Yes.
Heaux.
You can add the 3 X's if you want.
And there's 3 X's at the end of it sometimes.
Because I think it's funny.
And you also have an apparel brand, Heaux apparel brand, and Activate Your Pole.
I do. So I do a type of body work called Be Activated, and my little company name for that is Activate Your Pole.
Okay. Yeah. I love it.
There's a lot to talk about.
So you're not afraid to be controversial?
Not even a little bit.
You're not that shy?
I am not shy, even a little bit.
Okay. So I guess you teach pole dancing in your studio.
We do, yes.
Yeah, and that's kind of your main thing that you're known for, it seems like.
We are an aerial studio, so
Okay.
we have pole dancing, we have silks and sling, we have lyra, we do chair dance, we do twerk, we do strength and conditioning, flexibility, yoga.
That's great.
Yeah.
We kind of do it all.
Do most people like really dress up, or do they wear yoga clothes, or what?
Most, it depends on what you're doing. So the higher the level you are in pole, the more skin you have to show. And we're an 18 and older club or studio simply because I want the women to be comfortable bringing their authentic self, whatever that is.
Yeah.
So if someone is most comfortable doing pole in like not much clothing, I don't want a 16-year-old in there that might freak out or whose parents might freak out.
Yeah.
But most people wear like bathing suit level clothing.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you have any bleachers where people can come watch?
Nope,
or?
you are not allowed to come at even a little bit. We have like 4 men, a couple are students, and one is a father of a mother and daughter.
Really?
And they are allowed in because we love them.
Yep.
But
Gotta have
everybody else
special,
is
yep.
banned.
Are there men that perform or work out?
We don't have any. Well, we do have one that's just started to take pole, but he mainly does silks and sling. And then the husband in the family, he's done a little bit of everything but pole. And yeah, there are plenty of men that do pole.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, plenty.
And is it for primarily work purposes that they're taking classes, or fitness classes, or to spice up the bedroom?
All of the above. I have very few professionals that come to my studio simply because Columbia doesn't have a very large scene. We only have one club here in Columbia.
Today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, Columbia Family Chiropractic, with 3 easy-to-get-to locations, one in Forest Acres, which is by Trader Joe's, one in O'Neill Court by the DMV, and one in the Northeast by Sand Hills. You'll be sure to have somewhere near you. They offer a ton of services from corrective care, on-site digital x-rays, spinal decompression for bulging or herniated discs, dry needling for injuries, pediatric care, and a Class 4 laser. They accept all your major insurances. And if you mention this ad, you'll get a discount on your first appointment. Check out their website at cfc4health.com or Google Columbia Family Chiropractic. That's CFC4FOR Health.com.
So I have a couple of girls that come from there. Mostly it is women looking to get fitter and stronger that don't feel comfortable in a traditional gym setting. Or women that are going through a change of some sort and feel disconnected from their bodies or from their sexiness or their sexuality, and they want to try to regain that.
Now, are you teaching people how to be sexy? Because I always wondered if that's is there a methodology to that?
I love that question so very much because, yes, that's like a lot of my ultimate goal is to get there, but you got to get people down the road to make them feel comfortable. But when I teach, I use, like if we were in the club, ladies, you want to make sure you're showing off your assets. And this is, so yes, a lot of it is helping women find that if they've lost it. That's how I came to this whole.
Yeah, tell us your journey. Like, what got you into this?
I was a very low-level powerlifter. I was married to a professional powerlifter. So that is the world I came from and that I love. So I still have a lot of ties in that world. But at about 43 or 44, I realized powerlifting is not sexy. I hated my body. I hated the way I looked in the mirror. I was fairly strong, just felt ugly. And so a friend of mine taught pole dancing. She invited me in, and it changed how I saw myself. The story I always tell is I started to train in just a sports bra and shorts because I figured if you want to learn to love yourself, you have to be able to look at yourself.
Yeah.
And so I would post those videos on Instagram, and I was just certain people were going to make horrible comments, right? Like, I'm just a troll and nobody's going to like this. But it was my guy friends that would make comments, and it was all positive comments. And I remember thinking, men won't comment for nothing. And here all my friends are, like, taking the time to say, I must not be as ugly and disgusting as I thought I was, right?
Wow.
And so, so it was men that helped me to realize, okay, you're not a horrible human.
Yeah.
Enjoy what you can do, be happy with your successes and keep getting better.
Wow. I've never heard of someone who had their self-esteem improved by their comments on Instagram.
Isn't that weird? Yeah.
Normally it's the opposite.
And by men, right? Like, not to men. I love men. They're kind of lazy. And usually a man's not going to comment on anything unless they're just super fired up. But my friends were like, every video I posted, I'd get 4 or 5 comments from dudes that are like, we're so proud of you. You look so great.
Wow. I see. I just wouldn't comment because I feel like it would come off as creepy.
What's the right way to do it, maybe?
Just be authentic.
Nice.
I think you can get away.
Nice A.
Yeah, I think you could get away with a lot of things if you're authentic and you're not a douchebag.
Yeah.
Right? Like.
Yeah.
What can you think of? What like a particular one that was specific that you liked?
Most of them said things like, I'm so glad to see you pursuing something. You look so happy doing what you're doing. I'm so proud of you for putting yourself out there.
That's good. Yep. And so you just decided powerlifting's not sexy. I'm going to start pole dancing. There must have been something that precipitated that little shift.
That's not true. Powerlifting is very sexy. So if you know my type, if you know what, like.
Thick.
Yes. Big.
Strong.
Yes. 6'2" plus 275
Lumberjack.
pounds. Yes. Hairy. That's
Hairy.
Jack. Big beard.
But all
love.
of that. But the women as well in powerlifting, I think, are just that super jacked physique. I think is just out of this world.
Yep.
I wasn't any of that. I was just sort of a mid-level, fluffy. You know what I'm saying? Like my best numbers were I squatted 402, deadlifted 416, I think, and then my bench sucked. It was like 185, and I wasn't killing
Can't
it.
do any of that, I don't think.
460. So you had a half pound on each side to hit 416 or 460.
416.
Okay.
No, they call them the chips. They're like the 2.5 pound.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Nice.
Love that.
So when you go to spell these, the XXX, that's dynamite. Thought that's nice. Hard to find you when you do the EAU.
It is.
Is there any reason behind that?
When I so the first company I had, it was Heaux Apparel, and I started it with a friend of mine, and she had another company that she was trying to get off the ground called Bendy Ho, which was going to be a flexibility-based service for girls in the aerial fitness world. So then she lent the name Heaux to our company, Heaux Apparel, and then about 4 months in, she dipped out because business just wasn't her thing.
Yeah.
So I was left. The name had already taken off. People really like it.
Stuck with it.
You either like it or you hate it.
Yeah.
So when I bought the studio and I changed the name to Studieaux Heaux, I had 3 or 4 ladies call to cancel their membership. And one woman said, "You will ruin my life if I remain a member at a dance studio with that name."
Really?
Yeah.
What was that? I mean, just because she didn't want to be
The 3 X's just threw her off.
Right.
Which I don't understand. And I refunded her money and said, "I get it.
Here you go.
I hope you find someplace where you're comfortable, where maybe they play Christian music and you can dance on the pole to that."
Yeah. Nice.
So you teach people how to twerk.
I do. Oh my God, I'm so glad you asked that question.
All right, what percentage of people do you just say,
got it,
there's no amount of teaching that I could do that would get you to twerkable?
Oh, like
if I walked in there, you wouldn't.
How do you get Randy twerking?
Yes. How many lessons?
I can get something shaken in the first lesson.
Really?
Nice.
So there are 99 ways to twerk. There are 5 basic twerk motions, and all of the rest of the twerk moves are based off of those 5. So that's where we start, is those 5.
5 motions.
We see if one of those clicks.
Oh, we got to do this.
And if,
try it.
no, I'm telling you. And then if those don't click, I just start pulling them out of my bag of tricks, and we just find one. Because the key to twerking is that you have to let the flesh wobble.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you're used to weightlifting or keeping everything tight, then nothing wobbles. So we have to get you in a position where you can be relaxed enough that you let, I call it the earthquake, happen.
And is it more of an out to in motion or an up and down motion?
There's so many motions. So the throwback is where you drop your hips down and you throw them up, like you're trying to throw something over your head.
Okay.
And then the salt shaker is when you tilt your hips up and you drop it down, like you're pouring salt.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the wiggle is in and out.
Okay.
And your timing's important.
So important.
Yeah.
Shimmy is side to side.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the whine is you're just doing your hips in a circle.
Yeah. And then how do you get the clapping action?
It takes a lot of practice.
And you probably have to have a good amount of flesh, right?
No, I've seen little tiny girls make it clap.
Really?
The best way to make it clap is to do it in the shower because there's something about
Moisture.
the water flowing between the mountains, that gives you an audible sense when you start to make it clap, so that you can be like, "Oh, that I'm doing it,"
Right.
and then you can find it easier.
This is life-changing stuff, I think.
No, so you laugh, but you cannot be sad in twerk.
I agree.
At all. So if you are ever like having a bad day and you just turn on, I don't know, shake it like a salt shaker, and you start shaking it,
Yeah.
instantly better mood.
So do you put your hands on your knees while you're doing it, or you have your hands on like a table or something?
It depends on which one you're doing.
You might not
You
put
just
them on
choose.
anything.
When you're learning.
The basic twerk stance is like in a squat, and your hands or your forearms are on your knees.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you've seen
Yeah.
that because you're smart enough to ask that question. But
He watches a lot of.
Well, I always think there's a starting point, like because
Yeah.
you don't. I would have thought that you would like rest against something first and then work your way to your hands on your knees.
Well, I start with the wiggle, which is standing up.
Okay.
And it takes a little bit of coordination. So
Yeah.
if you can't get that, then we do the shimmy, which is also standing. But one you might be thinking about is the wobble.
Okay.
You remember that song, Wobble Baby?
Oh
Wobble,
yeah. Oh
Baby,
yeah.
Wobble?
Yeah.
That's what I was teaching this weekend. People have a lot of success with that, and you can be bent over, like on a chair,
Okay.
booty up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just
Great.
are you the only person that teaches this?
No.
Around here though? Or are there some more? Really?
There are, and I've actually been kind of scared to teach. Like this past weekend, I had 2 private parties at the studio, and it's the first time I like legitimately taught, because there's a lot of cultural appropriation that comes with I think white people teaching twerk. It's not culturally our dance.
Yeah.
And so historically, like you have to understand the history behind it.
Take us back down the history lane here. And when did this
So
kinda start?
twerk is an amalgamation of dances that came from like Africa, Caribbean culture, dark-skinned people from all around the world.
Yeah.
And it started originally, it was like fertility rites and all of the ways that they marked passage of time or parts on a calendar in a year. Like we have January, they might have like planting season. And so there would be some sort of like get together, and there would be dances that they would do. So, and then slavery happens, and you start to get people from all over that come together, and they are speaking kind of the same dance language, but it's all slightly different. And so if you go to twerk in Atlanta, that style is very much an amalgam of a ton of different cultures. New Orleans has a style that's not quite as broad. It's a pretty specific style. Miami has its own style, so it is influenced by Latin culture as well. There's different music, different artists. Like it's just a different. Everybody has a slightly different way to do it. The girls in Russia even have created their own twerk style. So the tall, thin, like statuesque, have their own version of twerk style that is recognized in the twerk community.
I've seen this single leg twerk move.
Oh yeah, that's a good
nice.
one. Yeah, I can make my left leg do that, but not my right.
Really? That's and is that more leg than anything? Like, is that what the muscles to try to get the
So it's just in and out of your thigh.
oscillation
Yep.
and time? Yeah. So I've seen a crawling twerk. Like, is that advanced level where you're kind of on all fours?
We call that on all fours, the dirty dog.
The dirty dog. Okay.
And if you like lower your arms into like a half push-up position, then you have the filthy dog. And if you go all the way down with like your cheek on the floor but your booty still high, it's the nasty dog.
That's great.
And you can walk it in a circle.
Just different levels.
Dirty dog, filthy dog,
Nasty dog. I think I have those right.
That's great. Are there other names that the people should know about? Like,
my
what are other
favorite
named moves?
is the
Stay right in the
Skankovich.
mic.
My favorite is the Skankovich.
Skankovich?
So a lot of people know it as the crybaby, but the official term is Skankovich. So you're on your stomach. You have one leg straight. You have one leg cocked up to the side. Your hands are by your chest, and you kind of raise your hips a little bit, and then you just start popping up and down. And they call it the crybaby because some women will do their like a crybaby.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an easy one actually to teach. So if you're not getting any of it,
Get them on all
I get
fours
you in
and
that
then,
position. Yeah.
Is that kind of like the peeing on a fire hydrant? Is that the position, like a dog kind of lifting the leg?
Does that sound sexy?
No.
Not even a little bit.
But like for pose purposes, is that the position?
No, you're
You're on
actually
the
laying
stomach.
on your tummy.
Oh, your stomach down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
All right. This is great. Anything else we should know about twerking before we start talking about pole dancing?
Yes. Twerk Technicians out of Atlanta. Vertical Joe's is the studio that it comes from. The owner of Vertical Joe's, Joe, is an amazing woman, and she has put together the Twerk Museum. She's the one that has pulled the history together. And Twerk Technicians, to me, is one of the greatest certifications if you wanted to go get twerk certified. And they were so kind to me when I got certified because I was not good then. But they are wonderful, wonderful people, and they are doing amazing things to curate that dance and the culture around it to make people aware.
Wow. Do you do it often, like out in public now, or is it mostly
Everywhere.
a workout? You do.
If I'm standing in line at Walmart and I'm bored, I'm
Might hit a
twerking.
twerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Any kind of, any little beat that comes on.
Oh, you hear music?
Yeah,
It's a good
or
go-to.
not, or I just stand and wiggle. Like,
Just get it moving.
yeah,
Well, it probably does it feel good? I imagine it feels good.
it does, and it creates a bit of a disturbance, and I like that.
Now, do you have to do any hands-on work with people?
What?
Where
Explain.
you like grab it so they feel what it should feel like? Or you're not touching?
No, I touch all the time.
Oh, you touch.
Yeah. That's free for me.
Okay, nice.
That's what I tell them all the time. It's free. So
On the house.
yeah, if you say it's okay, we're gonna go there
Because I was wondering, like, sometimes you got to feel the motion, and you're in there just grabbing it and working
mostly
them.
with twerk, I just poke.
Oh, poke.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
There's, I mean, we could take up the entire hour talking about twerk. There's so much. There's like the way butts are shaped and which twerks work best for which.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a
BBLs.
whole rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I don't even know how it works with the BBL.
Really? You don't have any clients with them?
I don't have any now.
No kidding.
So, all right, that fascinating. I had no clue about any of that. And now pole dancing.
Yes.
There's something about pole dancing that at some point somebody decided that was sexy and that's what strippers were going to do.
Yes.
Do you know anything about why it became sexy?
I do not.
Yeah.
Now on Instagram, you get all of these, like in India, there's some competition that they've held for centuries that's on a pole where you do these wild tricks. So my assumption is, again, like twerk, it came from really ancient cultural roots and probably was tied with fertility rites. And that's the path.
Yep.
But I don't know that for certain.
Okay.
But the pole fitness industry now came from stripper culture. And
That makes sense.
and you cannot separate the two. There's this one move that's like, no, we're just fitness.
Yeah.
But you can't separate it. Strippers started this. Professional dancers started. And we are learning from them and taking from what they created.
And they're comfortable being called strippers, or they prefer more the professional dancer thing?
I call them professionals.
Okay.
And then my students are amateurs in my brain. So but for me, that's just allowing them a nod and a courtesy.
Yep. Good.
Yeah, that's so when somebody comes in as a new client, you would have probably in their intake and you would say, is this for professional purposes or what's your goals with this?
I guess, how do you place them?
Yeah, how do you know what they need?
You come and take a free intro class. So all of our intro classes are free, and that's where you start.
Wow.
And then you take the class, and after that, you get to take level 1, and then we start to kind of see where you are. If you, say, move here from Houston and you already know what you're doing, you just reach out. I'll evaluate you and put you where you need to be.
Nice.
What are some of the basic moves that you start with? Like, what if I'm doing pole dancing? Where do you put me? Like, do you test certain muscles to say, like, before we go to the pole, we got to be able to do a couple push-ups?
Our curriculum. This is where
Push-ups. That'd be great.
Maybe a squat.
Hey, you want to get on the pole, do some handstand push-ups.
No. Our curriculum, we wrote our curriculum, and it's different than a lot of other studios out there because I have a strength training background. But no, you can come with no strength, or you can come with like a lot of strength, but you just don't know how to dance or pole dance, and we can get you where you need to be. But the very first thing I do in my pole 1 classes is I teach you how to go from standing on the pole to the floor and how to go from the floor back up to the pole. Because when I first learned, nobody taught you that. So there was this awkward moment where you'd do a trick and then you'd come down and you'd be like, hi.
What do I do next?
I'm going to go do another trick now. And it was this very awkward. But we teach everything you need. The goal is when you graduate from one of our levels in our curriculum, you have to perform a 2 to 3 minute choreography that you put together based on the moves you learned in that level. And you perform it for the other students that are graduating as well.
Wow. That's intense.
There's a lot to this.
There is. It just seems like it would be, number 1, difficult to get up and down the pole and spin around.
Yeah.
And then number 2, worried about falling on your head.
It's physics. Y'all understand physics, right?
Gravity.
Gravity is a big one.
You're
Yep.
But physics is huge. So I teach level 1 and level 2, and I talk more about physics for someone that never understood physics. But when you can learn how to do it, it doesn't make it as hard.
Yeah.
So one of
Makes
the
sense.
very first, climbing up the pole is like the big thing. You have to be able to climb. And one of the very first moves you learn to climb is you have your arms up above in what we call a baseball grip, where you're pulling. So it's a pulling motion. But then one shin is against the pole and you're pushing out. So you're creating like a triangle. So you have a push and a pull. And when you get that correct, you can just hover. You can hover
Really?
for 30, 45 seconds without getting tired.
Wow.
Or do you do boot camps? Like we say we ship our wives over for a couple days. What kind of level do you think we can get back out of them?
Well, first off, if you ship your wife to me for a couple of days, I'm keeping her for as long as I want. You might not get her back. We don't do boot camps because I prefer the curriculum. I prefer knowing that there's a curriculum that people can follow, because if they know they want to get to point Z, this is the pathway. But then we also offer a bunch of classes that once you sort of have the basics, you can try it. We have one on Friday nights called Trap House Heaux, which is
great.
Sounds fun.
it is lots of fun. We have an instructor named Aisha that teaches that class. She is amazing. It's fast paced. She is one of those choreographers that there is something on every beat.
Yeah.
So you're going to work your butt off and look like so amazing.
Wow.
Is the intent to then, like, there's fitness. This is like a fitness thing, right? That would be if somebody just wants to, I don't know, maybe not be sexy. They just want to like get fit.
Yes.
That's also part of this.
Yes.
So that'd be kind of a way to encourage wives and girlfriends. Like, hey, you're looking for a new gym. Got this place over here that they just use a pole, maybe a little twerking.
I love men so much.
Just how our brain, you see the brain working
Y'all
back
are
here.
just such dudes. That's my least. That's least on the list.
Yeah.
Is to get someone fit. I want them to find themselves.
Like confidence and
Yes.
That's great.
And so if we get stronger, amazing. If we feel sexier, amazing. But if you feel stronger in who you are and more prepared to do life and do your world, then we've won.
I think that's, I do think there's something big to what you're doing on just the confidence side for women in general. Looking in the mirror, period, by themselves with clothes on is tough, let alone getting to the point where, like, if you can just hit that threshold of just being confident in what they are, who they are, what their body looks like, everything changes. Like in their life.
Everything changes in their life.
Yeah.
Relationships with significant others.
Yes.
Like all of it changes. And I don't think we realize how much women
Are super self-conscious.
and they sacrifice so much and they lose so much of themselves. And then
Yeah.
one day you kind of wake up and like, okay, well, I was hot when I was 22, but I'm now 40.
Yeah.
You know, do people look at me and think I'm sexy? And the truth is, yes, they do, but we just have to reinstill that in you.
Yeah. What's HR look like? Because I like some of the names that you guys have here in the classes and things. How is there any concern with that?
Nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
Love that.
Our studio is very loving. It is very welcoming. It is open to everyone. That makes some people nervous. And it becomes very obvious when you step in. If our place is not for you, there is another aerial studio in town that is more like professional.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not that
Yep.
professional. So no, I use words like
Like
titties,
slutty. Do you
titties and ass, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Like let's get sluttier on this move.
100%.
Okay,
Like
good.
there's one young lady that comes to my class, and God bless her, she has really nice boobs.
Yeah.
And every now and then I'll be like, "Hey, Ashley,
You
can
comment?
you just put those away for a second because I can't focus." Like, and then everybody laughs, right?
Yeah.
And, or somebody will do a move, and I'll be like, "That ass." Everybody, yeah. So if I had an HR department, I would be the number one person right now, constantly. Absolutely constantly.
Now, do you let people get to nude? Like no nudity.
No.
Any accidents? I'm sure though.
Sure,
Maybe
there are slips every now and
maybe
then.
something came out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what is that a part of? Like
I don't even know what to add. I'm a little
I got plenty.
This
I got
dynamic
plenty.
is amazing, right?
He doesn't know. I'm just my brain's working here. Say they aspire to be a stripper. I imagine the part of like taking the clothes off. Like it's one thing to learn it, learn the moves, learn the pole, but then the like doing it while you're taking stuff off. Do you have that level?
I don't. Most of our professionals that come in, honestly, are girls that have just started. So it's weird.
It's like
I
a
didn't
training
know,
almost, like
yes,
to get to.
and I didn't know this was a thing, but they'll start at the club and then realize that they don't have the skill they
Yes.
needed. And they're making money even without skill, and it clicks. Well, hell, if I'm making money and I'm not great, what could I be making?
What does it look like with some
Right.
moves? Yeah. And I always wondered, guys like Randy that go to the strip club a lot, are there certain moves that
He
you
looks like he goes as comfortable as he is with this conversation.
there's certain moves that you look for? I do wonder that though. Are there moves that produce more dollars? You know what I mean? Like if you're going and you're like, all right, I want to get good at my craft. What's the move I'm working to like get the bang for the buck?
You are putting me in such a great position to answer these questions. Men are dumb.
Yeah.
Men do not care about
Yeah,
moves.
we're 13-year-old boys right now.
100%. You are not coming to the club to look at a high level strength move on
we
the
don't
pole.
even know what that would be. Yeah.
You're not interested in it, honestly, because those moves require the girls to be high on the pole and your
Can't
eyes
see a thing.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So there are moves in our circle that we think are amazing and that girls strive to do. They're not going to get you big bucks at the club because dudes don't care.
Right.
Now, there are girls out there that do this professionally in the clubs and also do it sort of in the fitness realm that are so amazing.
Right.
And they just make so much money because the stuff they do is just out of this world. But they're top tier.
Yeah.
There's got to be a group of people that want to do it for their relationship too, for their husbands.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And they're getting stripper poles put in their bedroom.
Do you guys sell poles?
We don't
like
sell
as a little
poles.
side thing?
No, but they're easy enough to get.
Yeah.
What percentage would you say that is? Someone will come in and just say, "Hey, my friends told me about this. I want to do this for my husband."
A lot of girls think that's why they want to do it, and then they realize they're really doing it for themselves.
Yeah.
And
That's a good line.
Love that.
but
That's
it's
good.
it's
That's
true.
how they.
And most of the husbands realize that fairly quickly.
Yeah.
So there may be transfer over to actually what happens in the bed.
Yeah, buddy.
But I don't think there's like private showcases going on in the house every night because the wife is getting so good on pole.
Right. Makes sense.
They get tired and what's the what's the I guess what's the age range? Or maybe like what's the bulk of your age group? Or are they different?
They're different. I have a 71-year-old that takes pole classes with me.
Nice.
And she's as much a part of our community as the 20-year-old that just joined yesterday.
Right. But is the bulk like I'm wondering is a sweet spot not like when they just had kids, like 30-year-olds? I was wondering if it's all over.
Yes, it's all over.
Okay, so there's not like a target. I would think early pre-kids and then maybe like kids are old enough where now I want to kind of get frisky again.
I feel like you're asking
Like
very
40.
pointed questions. And
I was wondering if there's just a window that
no, it's everybody.
okay.
I mean, women struggle with this constantly, regardless,
Yep.
all the time. I mean, I have girls in there that are in their late 20s that aren't in a serious relationship, don't have kids, and they have the same struggles as my 45-year-old whose, kids are all in college.
Wow. Yeah. So I'm curious about your life story then, leading up to this, because it sounds like you're very blunt. You don't really care what people say or what they think necessarily. Your outfit is unique, fairly unique.
So as good.
Yeah, it says for people that can't see it, it says feeling so as PSOAS good. So kind of give me some backstory there.
So I was a very shy kid in high school, overweight, although I realize now I probably wasn't as overweight as I thought I was. Went to college for English, graduated from college, wanted to do something, didn't know what that was, so I went through MEPS at Fort Jackson to join the Army. And when you can go in as an officer, you have 3 days to decide whether you sign or not. And in those 3 days, someone invited me to a powerlifting gym that was actually just right down the road here on Two Notch. And so I started going there, and I realized that powerlifting is a sport where it doesn't matter what you look like, and you are only competing against yourself. So yes, there are competitions, and you want to win, but the day-to-day grind is, can I be better than I was yesterday? And when I grew up, because I'm almost 50, everything was team sports, and I was never athletic enough to play team sports. So to find a sport where I could excel, and you're excelling against yourself, was amazing. And so then I met my ex-husband. He was in the very beginning of his powerlifting journey, and he took off, right? Like, it took a couple of years, and then he was in the professional level. That was 2004, 2005, 2006. He got injured in 2006 was his first, he tore his tricep. And he came back from that, was one of the first 10 men to attempt to squat 1,200 pounds. Oh. And he ruptured his quad tendon.
Oh, no.
And so powerlifting career on hold, came back 10 months later, lost 100 pounds, did a bodybuilding show, and then we focused on our business and we grew our business. So I have the business knowledge, how to grow a business from scratch. We took that business from a small gym here. We had 4 supplement shops, and then we manufactured gym straps and accessories that for strong lifters. So NFL players, a lot of the pro teams have us, or
Soccer players.
Yeah, it's not us anymore. Like, it's his company.
Not so many soccer players out there, I don't think.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, because we did like ab straps and weightlifting belts, and I mean, all kinds of multi-use. We had over 200 products in the line when I left the company.
Most soccer players can barely bench their own body weight, though.
Yeah, but they're so handsome.
There you go.
That is.
They're just
I
so
see. I get. I agree
handsome.
with that.
They're the best looking athlete in the world.
Well, you're.
What are you putting in front of them?
Professional powerlifters and professional strongmen. Remember my type.
Okay, you're right. Yeah.
No, you only know.
They're different types.
Here's the thing with soccer, because you wear no equipment, you can see every person.
You know
Yes.
what you're working.
Like in hockey or football, you don't really get to see the person,
That's a
so you
true
don't know.
statement.
So it could
But once
be,
you do,
could be
you
true.
don't like it. Missing teeth and some chicks.
Missing
are into
teeth
that.
are
Yeah,
cool.
I was
They're
gonna
into that.
say,
There are
don't.
some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I got my teeth knocked out playing hockey, my wife wanted me to leave it out for longer.
Yeah, I 100%. I'm surprised you have teeth.
I know. I couldn't bring myself to leave it.
Hard
In
to talk to
Canada-
a patient missing a tooth.
It's true. And in Canada, it was cool because everybody knew that you're a hockey player, so you're missing teeth. But when you come to the South, everybody just assumes you're doing meth.
So are you Canadian?
Yeah.
Okay, this is making a whole lot more sense now. This dynamic is.
So what was your guys' love story? Was it at the gym and he's like, "Oh, I saw you over there lifting those 4:0."
No, I was
416 and I was.
I couldn't do nothing. When we met, and the funny story is, I was brought into the gym as an offering to another guy in the gym who wasn't interested.
Oh,
So then my
As in, you brought in
ex-husband
as an
swooped
offering.
in.
That was it.
yeah,
That's great.
So he swooped in, kind of started training me, and we started going out. But the even funnier is that I asked him out 3 times, and he turned me down all 3 times.
Really?
And then,
Kept
then
you
we ended
hungry.
up
Yeah.
getting together, and
He was probably worried about the other guy though. Like if you were brought in as an
no,
offering to the other
because
guy.
At the same time, another young lady was brought in as an offering for the other guy, and he took her, and they went on and had.
Are people still? Are there more offerings happening out in the world that I need to know about? I didn't know that was still a thing. That's great.
I think, yeah, I
Bringing
think,
women in as offerings.
Yeah.
Wait, who brought you in as the offering?
Was it another woman that brought you in?
No, it was another-
Oh, really?
We're trying to get the context here, and it does. I'm still
have
not
an
following.
Okay. I was training with a friend of mine who had a gentleman that was training her, and he and I were just friends. And he said, "I'd like you to come to this gym."
Yeah.
So he brought me in to the gym as a young female for this guy
I see.
who was not interested.
Okay.
And then I liked powerlifting, so I stayed and was training. And then I ended up with this guy. And then for 20 years, we did amazing things. He had his powerlifting career, and he was top of the world. We traveled all over the world for his career, and then we built an amazing business.
Yep. So did he ever get to experience the twerking pole dancing side of you?
not.
He didn't.
Oh,
He did
he
not.
missed it.
Yeah, he missed out on that.
Dang.
It's the worst.
It
He's now just creeping on your Instagram going, what am I, how did I miss this?
Yeah.
I think he's
don't
probably
think so?
moved on. Yeah, I think he's probably moved
Does he
on.
like any of your photos or anything?
He does every now and then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
At 2 a.m.
I don't look at I don't think
times.
so. I mean, I'm fairly certain he's probably got a pretty good life going on. He owns a global business. I think he's still killing it
right.
at the game. Yeah,
nice.
No shade there.
And now what? You have anybody bringing any guys
Offering.
bringing you to somewhere else? Any other gyms?
I do have a friend, and he does reap the benefits of what I do for a living.
Great.
Yeah.
Although he was a bouncer at clubs for years,
Yep.
so he's not really interested in my dancing because I'm sort of mid.
For what he's used to.
Yes, but
But
the
you
whole
have main
like
character energy.
I do
Yeah,
have
oh,
main
yeah.
character energy. Annoying character, and I don't know what it is. I have some sort of character energy.
So just friends. But a little
know-
more
And
than
you just
friends.
practice your,
You know how boys are.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it's been
you
4
play
years.
games.
Yeah, it's been 4 years, but we're just friends.
I see.
Yeah, you get it.
I get it now.
Boys are weird.
It took me a little while to get it, but I get
Play
it now.
hide and seek.
Boys are weird.
Okay.
It's true.
Now, let me hit a couple basics here. Studio, the look and feel of the studio. It's inside or a part of Carolina CrossFit
It is.
but you come in the back
You do.
side or whatever. And then how many poles do you have?
We have 8 poles.
8 poles. And so that would be like a full class, 8 poles, 8 people, I guess. Or do you
The
rotate?
lower levels we go up to 16, so you can do 2 a pole.
Nice.
The higher
Okay.
levels they need their own pole.
And then do you do some of the aerial silk stuff? Is that what that
do.
is?
Yep.
How many of those do you have?
We have 8 rig points, so we'll run those classes up to 8 people, and then we have Lyra. So often we'll have like 3 classes running it at a time.
Oh,
so
nice.
4 rig points for silks or sling with 8 students, and 4 rig points for Lyra with 8 students.
And we're going to come and do a class and film it.
I would love
If
that.
you're open to that.
Like more than anything in the world.
Yeah,
I
we're
would
going
love
to do a
that.
whole. Now, what we're kind of concerned about, we don't know, is like, do we invite our staff as like an optional thing?
Yeah.
And say, like, come on over. But then is that weird for us?
I mean,
Like, you know what I mean? What do we do?
well-
or what do they do?
I'm just going to try not to pull a hamstring or something.
Yeah, we're gonna be focused.
I'm very worried about that.
do you want them to participate, or are they just there to stare at the two of you
Not
as you
stare.
learn? Like, how
Well,
awkward are you making this?
We want it to be comfortable for them. Like, if they want to do it, they can. If not, like, it's not a forced thing. That's what we want to make sure is very clear.
then they just sit out.
Okay.
We've got drinks and snacks. They can just
All right.
throw popcorn at you or
Yeah.
bring a money gun.
All right. Nice. And then, so in that, is it one big room?
Money gun would be that would be amazing.
You're great fun to watch because your brain is like, wait, what? She did just say what I thought she said.
You're surprising me many times.
Is it one big room or they're separate?
Oh, it's one big room.
So when you have 3 classes going on, everybody can kind of see what's happening.
Yes.
Okay, nice. What is the schedule of classes? Like, how often are people having the opportunity to do it?
All the time.
All day?
Yeah, 7 days a week.
Really?
Not all day yet because there's not really. I'm not well known enough in the community to fill classes during
After
the day.
this,
I hope so.
get ready.
Yeah, I hope so.
And I saw you have an unlimited option, 5-pack, 10-pack, and then an individual class.
Correct.
But your initial one, you get for like complimentary. Come try it out.
It's just the intro classes. So we
Okay.
do 5 of those, 3 intro to pole a week, and 1 intro to silks and 1 intro to Lyra. And you can come as many times as you want to the free intro. You're going to learn the same thing over and over again. But I would rather you be in my studio learning. So like if money is an issue and you want to try it and you want to take that free intro 10 times, come do that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
How many classes a week should somebody attend? Like, should they be coming daily? Or is there a program where you recommend every other day?
Sir, what do you say to your clients when they say, how often should
Daily,
I come
multiple
to
times
the...
a day.
Do you really?
No, we base it on their X-rays. So we'll
Yeah,
take
we have a
X-rays, we'll do a full analysis, we'll compare it to other similar cases, and we'll say based on similar cases in your X-ray, this is what we recommend.
professional.
Same with you.
Correct answer.
Yeah.
How many times can you come? I can only come once a week. Awesome. Sounds like once a week is the prescription
Yeah.
for you.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
What do you recommend men wearing? Like spandex?
No, for pole, you can get away with, now that Hoochie Daddy shorts are in,
Yep. Love those.
like a 3 or 5 inch inseam.
Should
right?
do you wear whitey tighties under those, or what do you
I need
think?
everything
as a
to be
liner.
secured.
Everything is to be covered.
Yeah. Nothing coming out.
How about like what's the upper body? Tank top or
A tank
shirtless?
top. Yeah.
Do you let men go shirtless if
Sure.
they want?
Sure.
Nice. Okay.
I feel like I'd be good at it. You know what I was good at was climbing. I was good at climbing the ropes
Why?
Yeah.
and like gymnastics and stuff.
Yeah.
And then on the monkey bars, I was good at just like swinging.
Well, but so what'll
I mean, this was
frustrate
30
you?
years ago, but I feel like I still got it.
No, I think you've still got it. What'll frustrate you is that you'll have the strength to be able to muscle yourself into the positions, which will not go with the physics of the move. And so then I'll have to tell you to slow down and pay attention to the physics of it, because you'll get real
And that makes it
tired.
easier. The physics makes it easier.
And it also makes it prettier. So a
Yeah.
lot of with pole is you want to create lines and you want to create shapes and you're creating a visual aesthetic for people to look at that show off your skills. So if you're just like rushing through it like a monkey,
Right.
Yeah.
then we don't get to look at it.
Yep.
That's not fair.
True.
You know, I was always wondering is why the shoes? You know, the shoes, the platforms that are that tall. Doesn't that make it hard?
You asked that question with an absolute straight face,
Yeah,
and I am so proud of you. They're sexy as fuck.
I agree. I love high heels.
I get the heel part of it,
he
but
just
the
thinks
other,
function on everything.
but like, what's the soul part of it? Like, why so? I'm not into that. I don't think.
It makes your legs look super
I like
long
the
and
heel
skinny.
part. Do you know what I mean? Like the stiletto, the chunk, the front. Some of them are 8 inches. You're telling me
Yeah.
that's sexy? I'm looking at it like you're gonna hurt yourself. How are you not twisting an ankle?
That is a
I'm
risk.
concerned out there.
You may not want to answer this question on air, but have you been to a strip club?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
I'll throw that out there.
Okay.
I don't frequent them. I mean, it's been years, but
Well, and they were wearing heels.
yeah, yeah.
Would they have been as sexy barefoot?
That's a good point. I like heels. I don't.
Do you want them in their
I
church
go back to
lady
I
heels?
like heels, and I don't mind the church heels.
Yeah. Do you
It's
want?
the thick. It's like the thick front that I'm just lost by, and they keep getting bigger.
They do.
Like it used to be like an inch, 2 inches.
Yeah, not
now
sexy.
it's like 12. Like what's the tallest?
I don't
12?
know. Stupid.
A
Yeah.
foot?
Yeah. They're awfully hard to walk in. I look like a baby giraffe. I don't
But
do
you
anything
do it.
in heel. No, I don't.
Oh, you don't.
No, screw that.
Oh.
If I
Have you ever
to-
tried it?
Yes, for a photo shoot. And
Oh.
I sit in a chair and I put them on, and then people get me up
Yeah.
and they walk me to the pole, and I hold on to the pole for dear life. Then they walk me back to the chair.
Oh.
It's not my bag. Can't do
No.
it.
Well, if you were up on the pole, it wouldn't matter though.
It like imagine how tall are you?
5'9".
Okay, so imagine you woke up tomorrow and you were 6'4".
Oh,
that's
that'd
a
be
dream.
awesome.
He dreams about
I
it.
would
But
love
how long,
that.
How long would it
Except-
take you to adjust to that extra?
It's a lot.
Do you know when the best time to not be 6'4" is when you're on an airplane?
That-
I was just on an airplane
Driving
yesterday
a
for
car.
so long, and I was like, I don't know how you do this when you're so tall. My feet are getting jammed up. I'm almost like getting in a fight with the guy. You know, the guy in front of you
Yeah.
that always wants to jam his seat back so aggressively. So yeah, that's okay. So that's a good point.
Yeah.
So
So it does make it really hard, but the lines are so beautiful. We have a young girl that was in the studio. She was training the other day. She's one of our students, and she's golden. Like her skin is golden, her hair is golden, her eyes golden. Like she's just freaking a block of gold. She was wearing a black outfit, and I looked over, and she'd put on red patent leather heels, and she was absolutely breathtaking. And she wasn't really doing anything; she was just practicing.
Yeah.
But just the addition of those red heels made an absolutely beautiful package that much more beautiful.
Nice.
I agree. I wish my wife would wear heels everywhere.
But not the 1-footers.
Well,
Yeah, no, he's saying
I would
yeah,
say the
he's all
higher the
in.
better.
Yeah, he is all in.
Holy cow. So do you teach strip club etiquette? Because I feel like that's a missing piece for.
But to who? Yeah, I can teach you strip club
I think
etiquette.
the audience would be interested. So again, last time I've been was bachelor party, and I'm 41 now. I don't get invited to bachelor parties now. I mean, you're talking a decade.
So here's the thing: I've never been to a strip club.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you know what to
be
do?
hard for her to teach strip
Yeah,
club
what do you
etiquette.
do?
No, I know. I mean, it's pretty much basic etiquette. I mean, the dancers are workers.
Yep.
Treat
Be
them
kind.
with respect.
Yep.
Yep. If they tell you you can shove a dollar bill there, you're welcome to. If they don't tell you you can put it there, don't put it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you mean more like, do you clap after a good move?
They only do that in Canada.
Is that a Canadian thing?
Yeah. No, I think because you think of these young guys that go, like my first time I went was in Canada because they let 18-year-olds.
Are you Canadian too?
No. I grew up in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Why did you say it with your face like
I
that? Like
just
our
am
face was
wondering.
like
It's a lot of-
disgusted.
So yeah,
No.
they let you drink in Canada.
Yeah.
So we
18,
would go
yeah.
around the little edge there, if you will. Or not the edge. What is it? Lake Erie.
Lake.
We'd go around the lake. And so I didn't know what I was doing. And I thought, it'd be nice. So like if you have a dipshit friend
Yeah.
that does inappropriate stuff, that's your training. And then this evolves into, I still have friends that do some weird stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like there needs to be a little bit of class. I'd love to have it. I think we'd love to have a stripper on, right? Just to get, professional dancer to get real talk for the people out there listening about like, what do you do? Do you sit back? How often do you throw dollars?
All the time.
Just constant. How much
Constant.
should you bring?
All of it. Wipe out your savings account.
Then you get to go once, and you're like,
Yeah, and
that
then you're
would be
done.
an
Interesting interview. I have to
And
say.
then you start over.
I don't have. There's not a huge culture in Columbia. I could set you up with someone, but probably from out of town. I do have a male coming. He is not a stripper. He's a go-go dancer and does other things. And he's coming to the studio to teach some workshops. And then he's staying, and we're doing wine and cheese candid conversations about sex with Eddie because
Eddie's done some stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Eddie's the go-go dancer?
yes.
Okay.
And he's sort of in that life, and so he's going to offer for my girls a perspective, being able to ask questions of a dude about sex
Yeah.
openly with no shame or embarrassment, because I don't think
Right.
women have that opportunity, right? Like couples aren't usually open enough to be like, hey, right? There's embarrassment and shame, so
Yeah.
I guess I don't know
great.
what a go-go dancer
we
is.
could get him.
It's like a Chippendale.
On the- yeah.
You know what
Oh.
Chippendale is?
Yeah, like Magic Mike's.
Yeah.
Yes, he's super hot and sexy.
Really?
Yeah.
Gotta
How
be
old is
real
he?
fit.
How
Fireman?
old is he? I don't know. He's early 30s.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, the first time I met him, this is a funny story. There's picture proof. The first time I met him, he'd been a customer for a while, but we met a year and a half ago, and we took a picture together. And he was like, "Do you want me to take my shirt off and we can take another picture?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I do actually." And
Glad you asked.
Normally people say no when I ask them that.
no,
He's ripped.
And so he took his shirt off, and he was like, "You're looking at me funny." And I was like, "Yeah, because I would like to lick that part." And he said, "Go ahead." And so I did, and my employees were mortified.
Wow.
Consent. I asked.
Yep.
I was given consent.
Yep. You're HR.
You wanted to?
Yep.
You're
Yeah.
HR.
Yeah.
Good
Passed
point.
it through HR.
Yeah.
Okay.
A picture was taken. We
Yeah.
recreated it this past year.
Did that give anybody else motivation to go on and do the same thing?
No, they didn't have the balls to do it. I'm like, you
Yeah.
see how it's done? It's very easy. Can I lick your ab? Yes. Okay. And then you do it. But
Eddie sounds like just a riot.
he is the best. He's literally the best.
What city does it live in?
DC?
Oh, really?
Oh, he's up there.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
coming from a ways away.
Yeah.
I
He
guess
does
that's-
chains. So that's another part of the aerial world.
I
is
did see
chains.
some chain
Yeah.
stuff
I've never
there.
seen chains. What's that?
It's like the silks, only it's chains.
Really? Like metal chain?
Like metal
Yeah.
chain.
Like what you connect your truck to pull
Yeah.
someone else out
How
of
does that? You can't wrap that around your
Yeah,
wrist.
you can.
You can?
You can.
Holy smokes.
Ask me if it hurts.
It's gotta kill.
Yes. It's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had it at our studio
Why
for
do
a couple
people do
of
it
months.
that just because they look
Because it's
they're hurting?
badass.
Tough.
So badass.
Yeah.
Before I came in here, I had been hit up by a new customer that does chain in Minneapolis, a guy, and he was like, check out my Instagram page. So I was. I'm like, just freaking badass.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like chains is like the Harley Davidson of the car world.
Correct.
Does your Instagram ever get in trouble for what you post?
I don't know.
Just doesn't matter.
Yeah, it might.
Yeah.
Probably.
You don't get any messaging or anything.
Yeah.
When was the last time that you were offended by something?
I don't get offended.
Never once in your life.
No, in my life, so the body work that I do, I've been doing that for the last 10 years, and that has made me a whole different person, and very capable of just accepting people for who they are and what they bring to the world. And when you can do that, you don't get offended.
Yeah.
What body work, like Reiki and
No, it's called Be Activated. It was
Activated?
created by a gentleman in Cape Town, South Africa, named Douglas Heaux, and I've studied with him the last 10 years. And we started the practice. It was with my ex-husband because he had so many injuries. He also had a bout of cancer, and so his body was really shut down neurologically. So we started this work with the thought that I would learn how to do it to make him better. And here we are. So it ended up being a path that helped me find myself, and I wouldn't be where I am today without it.
And he did get better.
He did, and
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
does. He uses Be Activated, and he like all that. Yeah, he's good. Solid and healthy.
What about steroids? I love talking about steroids.
Do you now?
Yeah.
What is it? Ask me. What? Okay,
you weren't ready for that.
I wasn't.
No,
But
I love tattoos, but I don't have one, and I don't think I would.
why?
And well, I mean, I don't really know. It seems like I don't want to commit to like a certain thing. I like those fake ones that stay on for like a week.
Oh my God, I love
And
you.
then-
You're
He's
so,
a
you're
big
so
fake
Canadian.
tattoo.
I love this so
And-
much.
And like same with drugs. Like I've never even tried a drug before, although I'm like interested in them, but I don't want to do it. And steroids is the same thing. I love the idea of it and just getting like supernaturally huge, but then I wouldn't do it because I think the side effects and long-term things I would be worried about.
Well, people are much smarter about it now, and there's lots of resources out there for you to understand the how and why. Like
If you're in the bodybuilding world, you pretty much have to do it. Otherwise, you can't compete.
no, you can be natural. I mean, there are federations that are all natural, so
Yeah.
you're natural. I mean,
Supposedly all
Right.
natural.
right, correct, but they're not, mass monsters.
Yeah.
If you want to be a mass monster, you do. It's like any professional sport. You do what you have to do to win in that sport.
Blood doping,
Sure.
steroids.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know if it's okay for me to say this, but
Yep.
there's no.
I've never
Sure
seen you
is.
scared to say something, so I don't know what you're going to
Well,
say.
there's no professional sport out there where the athletes are not doing some sort of
Right.
performance enhancing drug.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can think that like there were only 4 baseball players back when Mark McGuire that were doing, but that's bullshit. They all were.
Yes.
Because you have to, because the recovery to recover from what we require of our professional athletes or our collegiate, I guess collegiate not so much, but professional athletes, the recovery is tantamount to them continuing to play their sport.
Yeah.
So you have to do something. You have to help yourself in some way.
So back when you started, this was 20 years ago, right? Started doing your bodybuilding stuff. I would imagine they
Powerlifting.
were powerlifting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did bodybuilding later on.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So when you started doing your powerlifting,
No shade on bodybuilders. Lovely.
okay,
Powerlifting is just different.
it's just a different type of person.
Yes.
I agree with that. The guy I was meeting with a trainer a couple weeks ago, and he's like, "You want to be like strong, like 100% strength, 100% aesthetic, or like, do you want to work towards both?"
Oh, be a power builder.
I
in
told
the
him
middle.
100% aesthetic.
I'm so ashamed. For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unreal, right?
Because I just can't figure out if I care if I can deadlift. Like now I'll do 225, 300, sometimes 325. But like, does going to 400? I don't know what that
Oh God,
what
you
that
don't
like
want my you
gets
don't want my
excited.
you don't want my
He
answer
doesn't
to
want. He
that.
needs
I
it,
do
though.
want to know.
Do
He
you?
needs it.
You're not a man unless you can
Oh,
deadlift
I
4
love
or 5.
that.
Is that what it
Yep.
is?
Yeah,
Yep.
my brain.
I think
Got to get your
All right.
masculine.
I mean, I have
is 400 really the deadlift
4 or
number?
5, yeah.
4 or 5.
I think so.
So if I can do it, then I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, let's say that I hit
That's your
410,
minimum.
then I don't have to worry about it anymore.
I mean, like,
Or
You
is
mean, like, do it
500
once
is
and then do
500
mic drop?
more of a man?
yeah, 500 is, yeah.
Now
killing
you're starting to
bears.
get to be a
But
real man.
405 is when I start to listen to you in conversation.
Oh, that's
What about
good.
bench press?
For a dude,
Yeah.
at least 315. 405 would be best.
Holy
smokes.
shnikes.
Yeah, at least 315.
I got last year. I was working really hard to get to 315.
Awesome.
I got to 295.
That's great.
But then my pecs were disproportionately big to the rest of my
softy.
body, and I couldn't work the rest of my body out as heavy.
So look up a fella on Instagram named Jimmy Kolb, Kolb.
Okay.
He's has the biggest bench press on record. I watched him do 1,400 pounds.
Oh my God.
1,400 pound
100
bench
pounds.
press.
Bench press.
Who's spotting that?
People
Forklift?
that, people that he has a lot of confidence
Yeah.
in, and there are 5 or 6 of them.
All right. Let's say that someone's not on steroids though. 405 still in your opinion?
Yeah, that's a non-steroid number.
Yep.
All right.
But I also have, well, how much do you weigh?
I weigh 194.
Okay. Because I also have, you have to be
200
Two
pounds
something
to be
to
a
do
guy.
no
something.
220.
220?
Anything, yeah, anything under 220, and
You're not
You're a
even-
female.
yeah.
That's
Do you even
we
have
a-
testosterone?
I always say 200, but I let
He
220.
No,
sends
it's
on
too-
Mother's Day. He texts out like if you're under 200 pounds, you like text
Happy Mother's Day.
Day
Yeah.
to my friends under 200 pounds.
So now you have to bump it up to 220.
220.
How much do you weigh?
I'm 222, I
See?
think.
Yeah, you're good. You're right there.
He just chose a number based on.
No, I fluctuate. Ask my wife. But I think 205 is the right number for me. Like, that's where I'm lean and just...
Yeah,
I look
she's
like
not
Eddie. How much does Eddie weigh?
I picture Eddie being ripped.
Yeah, and tiny.
He's
like a
he's,
slim.
Yeah, he's
I knew it.
slim. So I got confused there because when you say Eddie, my brain goes to Eddie Hall,
Who's Eddie Hall?
a strongman.
Don't know.
Yeah, we don't.
No.
We're talking Eddie Go-Go,
We're talking
Yeah.
Go-Go Eddie.
Yeah. Okay. So
licking Eddie's abs.
yes. So he's I don't know, 5'8", 5'9", probably 165.
Oh,
shredded.
my goodness.
But he's shredded. Like
Yeah.
shredded, like
You can
you've
get away
never
with-
seen
yeah.
anybody like like the abs that like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just no body fat.
none.
So I'm in no man's land right now. I'm either 30 pounds too heavy or 30 pounds too light.
30. Oh, I was like, that's not what you think. That's just according to our conversation.
Well, that's just
Yeah, okay,
Eddie.
good.
That's either Eddie ripped or
where does your
becoming
wife
a real
like you?
man.
The soft middle.
so she doesn't. If I get too skinny, she doesn't like that at all.
Yeah.
She likes bigger. But it's always just a battle. Like if I get too big, I can't move properly. Like when I'm in the rooms adjusting, I can't go like room 1 to room, like I get tired quicker.
So big.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like.
Because he gets that big.
Yeah, when I'm
Can't
so
scratch his
massive,
back.
so massive I
scratch his
can't
back.
move my arms or drive.
Imaginary lat syndrome. So does he walk around the office like that?
Yeah, I'm too big.
I'm 197
It's like
today.
intimidating people.
Put your arms
big.
down. You're not that big. All right. Let me ask you this. So, like Eddie, how do you get talent or teachers or people to come? Like, or are you the main? You're the main teacher, right?
No, I have 15 instructors.
Oh, you have 15.
Yeah,
50.
I do a lot of classes, but yeah, I have 15 instructors.
How do you find them? How do you recruit them? What's the interview process? Kind of give us that.
They find me, and if I like their vibe,
Nice.
and I know what I need, what holes I need to fill, and they'll find me.
What holes need?
Oh my God, you're just so in the body work that we do, the first thing we work on is for your breathing, and we go up our sternum to the episternal notch, which is how you know it. I call it the throat hole.
Yeah.
And whenever I say the throat hole, all the men giggle. None of the women giggle.
No.
It goes right over there. Men, you're gonna giggle
Yeah.
about that.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I love all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I love all the names of your stuff, like Activate Your Pull and Heaux Apparel and all that. That's great. Speaking of which, what is the clothing? What type of clothing?
My goal with Heaux Apparel was to be sort of the one-stop shop for somebody to get everything they need to be successful at their aerial pursuit. There's nobody out there doing that. So there are clothing companies, there are grip companies, but nobody has everything. So if your wives decided that like this was their jam, and they wanted to be serious, I can do grip aids. I can get modest pole clothing. I don't do a lot of the stripper stuff because you can get that everywhere. I have books. I have everything.
Yeah,
is sort of the goal. I also import because Instagram. Once you get into pole fitness, Instagram floods you with ads from all these amazing products from around the country, and then you go to buy them, and it's international shipping.
Oh, right.
So I import a lot to fill that gap, and then I also am a place for the small cottage industry. So the girls that are within this sphere that have a side hustle and are creating cool products, I bring those in and try to highlight them.
The small cottage industry?
Do you not know that term?
No.
So it's like people doing things out of their house.
Oh, okay. Did you know that?
Like a small business, but
Yeah, that makes sense.
But like there's small business, but then a
House.
cottage industry
I
is
see.
like
Yeah.
you're a baker and you bake cupcakes from your own kitchen.
Yeah, okay.
Or a
That's
jewel-
cool.
For
Supporting-
instance, you'll love this. I just started making jewelry for your nipples.
ooh.
I do that out
Love
of my house. That would be considered
Really? I
a
do
cottage
love that.
industry.
Wish you brought a couple pieces. Do you have?
I have them in the
You
car.
have some in the car.
I do have them in the
Look
car.
at those. Now, do you have to be pierced to use those?
No, it's for non-pierced people, so that
What?
you can have the look of a piercing.
That's
And,
nice.
Yeah, it's done with rubber bands. And there's non-weighted, so just aesthetically pleasing. And then there are ones that are weighted that give a little bit of sensory input as well.
To like stiffen them up.
Yeah.
Like who's? So you were.
You are so funny. You were like a
I just
14-year-old
get
boy in
visuals.
like
I get
Wonderland.
I get too many visuals. So was that a thing before? Like that's been a thing before you started making them, right?
No, you know how on Instagram you get like the ads and you're like, that's a cool product. I bet it comes from China.
Yeah.
So this, because of my algorithm,
Yeah.
just like 4 or 5 weeks ago, I started seeing these ads and I was like, I can make that.
Wow.
So I make them. And they're cool.
Non-pierced
Great.
nipple
Yeah.
work. Anything like belly button?
No, I think nipples are my jam.
What about the jewel? Like the what are they?
The waist
necklaces?
beads.
Oh yeah, the waist.
Is that what you're gonna
yeah,
ask?
I
Wait.
was gonna call them a necklace, but that's not it.
No, that's not, your next.
waist.
That's
Around
not
the
it.
waist.
So you're asking great questions. So that's another cultural appropriation thing. I wanted to have waist beads, but I did not think I was the person meant to sell them.
Gotcha.
So I asked a friend, and she said, "You'll know." And I found a supplier, 81-year-old Miss Lois. She is a pole dancer at a senior center in Baltimore, Maryland, and she makes waist beads. And I bought all of her stock, and so the waist beads I sell are made by
That's awesome.
Miss Lois.
Wow.
That's cool.
81 years old
81
is
years
old.
old.
To be up on a pole.
She kills it.
Yeah.
So impressive. Does she
There's
have
a-
an Instagram?
Moxie Moves is that. So there is a certification for people that want to
Yeah.
teach pole dancing to seniors. My friend Misha Saunders out of Baltimore created the certification, and these ladies are from her senior centers. So she started all of this.
Wow.
And Miss Lois is part of that troop.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
Do you want the pole to be sticky? Do you want it to be like what do you want the pole to be? Or like your hands?
Yeah,
Like what kind of
it does vary. Some people, like some of the higher levels, don't want anything because they understand how to use the grip to the best advantage.
Yeah.
For me, I use a beeswax grip, and I joke, I put it on my eyelids, up my nose. Like I don't know where I'm going to need to stick, so I'm just going to put it everywhere and hope for the best.
Okay, nice. Yeah, because the oils.
Yeah.
Like, and do people wear lotions or anything like that? You want to be pretty dry.
You want to be pretty dry.
Yeah.
I import a really cool product from Thailand that is like a liquid chalk, but it's like a silica based, but it's something different, and it sucks up the oils off your hand, and then it keeps the water molecules from forming droplets. So it just evaporates, so you don't form sweat on your hands, and that's a stinking cool product.
Wow. So before you go on there, you just rub it on your hands like soap or something.
Yep, it's a little dab. rub your hands together. You let it dry for 20 seconds. You brush off the excess, and then you're dry until you wash your hands.
It's a good safety feature.
Yes.
I'm into safety stuff.
I would get that from you.
He is
Yeah,
a
I would
big safety
100%
guy.
get that from you.
Yeah. Do you sell all this local? Like, if somebody walked into your shop just to buy stuff, would it be there?
It
or
would
is it
be.
more online?
No, it would be there.
Okay.
I'm rebuilding my website. So the Whole Apparel website is up, but it only has like 7 products right now because I'm having to rebuild it all by hand.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. You're busy.
I'm so busy.
You have a lot of
I have
things going
so
on.
much. Yeah, I have so much going on.
It's cool.
Last thing I had was just like, what are the key muscles that people should be working on for twerking, for pole dancing, for whatever in this to be sexy? Sexy muscles. It's sexy muscle time.
Your tits and ass. I mean, I don't know.
It's good.
Hamstrings, glutes, like
Yeah.
all of it. You need all.
Yeah.
You really need.
Grip strength,
Yes.
forearms,
Yes. Yes. All of those things.
flexibility.
Yes.
You guys do flexibility stuff?
We do,
Like
but
splits?
the Be Activated, that work that I do, the central nervous system reset. We do flexibility, and flexibility is great, but I tried to lead people down that path more because when your brain is chilled out and your body's chilled out, things move better. And if you have stretched your hip flexors for the last 3 years and they aren't any more flexible, then at what point do you realize that flexibility or stretching isn't really the
Isn't
answer?
working. Yep. Well, we have a friend like that. He just stretches constantly. He doesn't get any more flexible.
No.
They still call him Tin Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we had a guy. There's a technique called Graston, which you use like the kind of like a metal tool to
Yep.
scrape the muscle. And the person came into our chiropractic school class and was selling the tools because they're $1,000
Yep.
for the professional ones, and said, "I'll take the most stiff person here." And I'll have them try to touch their toes before, I'll work on them, and then I'll have them touch their toes after. And in our class, the person before and after, like it was like a radical difference, sold a bunch of them, people were on board. The next one with him, they scraped his legs for hamstrings for 45 minutes. It was exactly the same afterwards. Didn't sell a single kit.
I would love to
Get
get
your
my
hands
hands
on
on
it.
it. Yeah, I would,
Yeah,
because
he
Be
needs it.
Activate is like I would love to show you or do a session on y'all because I think you'd really love. It's different than everything else out there and what it does for you because it works on central nervous system and it chills your brain out. Like people are more flexible, but then they say things like, "I'm lighter, I'm more free." I had a girl
Yeah.
yesterday say, "I feel contentment." So I hate the word somatic because.
Yeah.
But that component plus a more flexible, more malleable body is pretty amazing. We do it as our warm up for every class.
Oh,
We do,
That's
a
cool.
couple of the activations.
How long? And is that something people can also like get from you?
So
Okay,
I do
like a-
privates and we teach classes.
Nice.
I do workshops.
This has been fun.
Yeah, this
It's
is
been
great.
exciting.
This is great.
And then how can people support you? If they're listening to this, they love what you're doing, follow you on Instagram.
Yep. Follow me on Instagram.
Come take an intro class.
Come take an intro class.
Location again is what's the street?
It's 1825 Laurel Street,
Laurel.
but you enter the parking lot from Gregg Street.
Yep.
And then you go back towards the dumpster and down the dark alley, and then you're in our parking lot.
And then you slide a $1 bill into a men's
Yeah. You got to
pants.
knock 3 times, like, turn in a circle.
So good. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on here.
You're welcome,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
Thank you for having me.
We're here for the health of it.
For the health of it.